Welcome to another edition of the DFS Goat Rodeo, presented by Reaction Time Sports. As always, we are here to give you, hopefully, some good DFS advice. With us, as always, is me, the crew chief, Mark Meyerhoff. I got the dink, Andrew Volek, and the boom, Joey Rothmeyer. What's up, boys?
Not a whole lot.
Week 14 of the NFL schedule, getting close to regular season playoffs for the NFL. You are in the playoffs, most leagues, for fantasy purposes. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty. Only a few weeks left to play DFS, and then you get to play a little bit in the playoffs, and you know how it goes. But we're running out of time to make some money.
Yeah, we are.
Do we got them plays to make some money this week?
Hopefully.
That's the question.
I was close last week and then had a little heartbreak, but...
What do you mean you were close? You did pretty good.
Yeah, I know. 60 off of $3 is good, but...
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's only like a...
I was winning...
25 extra turn.
Yeah, I know.
20 extra turn.
No, I know. It was sweet.
That's a 20 extra turn.
It was sweet, but I'm still sad because I was winning $2,000 for a while and off of $3.
What was the main prize? What was the top prize?
$5,000.
I'd take that off
It's
$3.
It's a $3 single entry.
I'd take that all day.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take that all day. You also had Baker Mayfield as a quarterback play last week, and he went off.
Yep.
That was a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made fun of you for that, too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you went off on how he sucks.
Yeah, well, he does suck.
Well,
Not
They're
last week.
9-3
He
now.
must have listened to this.
They're 9-3 now.
It's like, I got to make those RTS boys proud.
What the hell?
Yeah, and I think the crew chief's on the Cleveland Steamer bandwagon for right now.
Hopping on the bandwagon. It's my new bit. Switching teams every week. Go Cleveland.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Who's
Jesus.
it going to be this week?
I don't know. Just have to see who.
You're probably going to be a sea chicken.
No. I thought about the Giants bandwagon for a second, but I like the Cleveland Steamers.
No, I said the sea chickens.
I don't want to hop on there.
The Giants band. You can't be on the Giants. They don't have anybody.
That's brutal.
They have Saquon Barkley, and he's not even playing. Other than that, I couldn't name a player on there. Well, I could, but
Go.
they're nobody fun.
Well, needless to say, we all had some decent picks. One of mine worked out as well. David Montgomery, he returned pretty good value if you played him in DFS last week against Detroit, even though Chicago came up in a losing effort. He still got you 2 touchdowns and was about 70, 80 yards on the ground, a couple catches for some more yardage, and yeah, that one paid off pretty good. And then Ruggsy over here for the dink, he got a late 46-yarder to put the Jets out of their misery before they almost didn't get Trevor Lawrence. So
Yeah, luckily I had Darren Waller. He had a pretty dang good game.
yeah. So we had some, not all 4 paid off, but if you took our advice and somehow managed to squander those 3 plays into one lineup, you hopefully did pretty good.
Yep.
Then last week, too, as well, our survivor picks. Me and the Dink went with the Vikings, and Joey went with the Bills, and we went 3-0. So
Bills Mafia.
what is that? 1, 2, that's 3 weeks in a row. We've cleaned the slate. Nice job, boys.
Yeah.
Nice
We might
job.
have to get a survivor
Making
league
money.
set up.
Yeah, I think next year me and Andrew were talking about this. You might have been in on the group chat too. You might have ignored it. Maybe your phone wasn't
There's a
working again.
chance. Yeah, man.
We're thinking of something for next the 2021 NFL season. Potentially doing a survivor league through the podcast. Potentially a NFL fantasy football league through the podcast. So that's all stuff that it's a long ways down the road, but it's definitely in the back of our minds. So if you watch the DFS Goat Rodeo and listen to the podcast as well, make sure you once I don't know, June, July starts rolling around, make sure you pay attention for that and get the info. And if there's a pretty big turnout, maybe we'll need more than one league. I don't know.
Right on.
We'll see.
Yep.
We could somehow even have 17 lucky winners somehow get into a guillotine league.
True.
Yeah, we could do. Yeah.
I think you can only do 17
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
but you could have
17
multiple leagues, but we
Right.
could also do some kind of like a lottery or something like that.
Right on. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, plenty of options. Just obviously too late in the season to get anything rolling this time around. So we'll just we'll kind of give a little teaser on that for now, and stay tuned for 2021. Getting those DFS plays for week 14. Let's start off with our quarterback plays. I will go first because I feel like I divvy off to you two every week. I'm going to punch in Ryan Tannehill at $6,700 against Jacksonville. Even with Glennon at quarterback, that Titans defense isn't much to write home about. I think they'll do enough to keep the game close, and I think Tannehill can produce at $6,700.
Right on. Not a bad pick.
Go ahead, Roth.
I'm going to go with Russell Wilson. playing the Jets. He's had a couple of slow weeks, but he's got to be playing pissed off after losing to the Giants last week. And yeah, I think he's going to destroy the Jets.
I like that pick, but at 7,900 is so
It is.
expensive
It
for a
is.
quarterback that's been like under 20 points the last 4 weeks.
Yep.
But
Gotta have a couple punts in there, but
it is the Jets. Seattle's defense still sucks.
yep.
Maybe the Jets will put up 20 points on them or something. Who knows?
At least keep it close until half, maybe
Right.
midway through the third, just enough before they have to start trying to kill a clock and hand it off to Carson or something.
Yep.
Yeah, I almost think that one of their receivers is going to be a better play than Russ, but you could stack them too.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Yeah, Metcalf,
Yeah.
Lockett, all definitely could be potentially good plays. I mean,
Uh,
even though that the Giants defense isn't bad, and I think they did a pretty good
Jets.
job.
We're in the Jets.
Yep, I'm
Oh.
reverting back.
Oh, okay.
Reverting back.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
now, definitely different opponent in the Jets. I definitely think that could be you got to pick your poison or stack both of them with Russ. It's gonna get. That's your line.
Yeah. I got Herbert. He's 6,800. Bad week, really bad week last week. I don't know what the hell happened. Well, I do know what happened. Belichick against rookie quarterbacks gets him every time. Every time.
Yep.
He's a genius.
And the Pats defense has been playing better of the last couple weeks, but I didn't think they were playing that good.
No.
Right. I didn't either.
I mean, it was almost like he should have been pulled. I don't know if maybe he did. I quit watching in the third quarter at some
No,
point.
I
But
don't
believe
think
he
so,
stayed in the
yeah.
whole way. I mean,
my
you
God, 7 points is what he ended up with.
shut down Herbert, Eckler, Allen, Williams, Hunter Henry. I mean, not that the Chargers. I mean, they've had some bad luck this year. They've been on that roller coaster of losing close games, and they definitely could have a better record than what it shows now. But I mean, that's the pretty potent offense with that rookie quarterback.
Yeah, and here I was. Last week I picked Henry, Derrick Henry, and I ended up pivoting at the last second to Eckler, and I was like, oh, it's a great play. And nope, didn't work because he was at 3 o'clock. Henry was at noon. Shitload of people had Henry.
Yep.
Didn't work out either way.
Nope.
The joys of DFS.
Yep.
Let's run it back here with the running backs, and we'll just snake it back. So what do you got there, Dink?
Running back. Who did I end up picking? I went Eckler. Again. He ain't going to have 2 bad weeks.
Yeah.
He ain't going to have 2 bad weeks. 7,000. It's going to be, 6,800, 7,000. You can still get some guys in there. I got a few other plays I'm going to tell you about.
Right on.
Boom.
Aaron Jones against Detroit. Enough said. Packers are just going to roll over them.
You look at what Montgomery just did.
Yep.
So that could actually be, if you wanted to save some salary, didn't want to go to Aaron Jones. I don't think Jamal Williams wouldn't be a bad pick either.
No.
No,
Wouldn't be-
he's
That
getting
game
enough
could get
run.
out of hand fast, too.
Yep, that could be definitely an option. I'm gonna go down at 5,800. I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taylor against Las Vegas. They have a running back by committee approach there in Indy. With Nyheim Hines and Jordan Wilkins and Jonathan Taylor. But the last few weeks, Taylor has been producing. The Vegas Raiders are very bad at defending the run. I believe that he will do enough, along with the other running backs, to where 5,800, I think you're going to get a steal of a deal there at 5,800.
Right on.
And then I'm going to stack A.J. Brown with Mr. Tannehill against some Jacksonville Kitty Cats. 7,300, a little more on the pricier side, but I believe that will be if you're going to stack, I would prefer to go with A.J. Brown. Now, you definitely could look at Corey Davis there too, if you want to go on the cheaper end of that. So I want to say that both Titans receivers are both valuable plays, or lock plays for week 14.
I played them both last week. A.J. Brown didn't do anything, but I don't know. I wonder if that has something to do with his undisclosed injury.
Yeah, that came up in the report today too, something with the undisclosed. So I'm going to go with A.J. Brown. If something pops up with that, I will circle around and go with Corey Davis.
Wide receiver Keenan Allen, 7,700, doing the all-out stack.
Yeah,
Dang.
you went for the trifecta.
I think they call it the onslaught. You can do that here because Eckler's a pass catcher. He's primarily a pass catching running back, so it ain't gonna hurt you. Very rare does he ever get a actual rushing touchdown. So most of the time it's gonna be a passing touchdown or mostly passing yards. Atlanta's terrible. They've been terrible for like 5 years, I'm pretty sure, against the pass against running backs. So,
The trifecta play.
Yep. I'm not going to do that, and I don't know if I'm going to go with Lockett or DK yet as a stack, so I'm going to give you a T.Y. Hilton as a wide receiver play.
Running with it.
He's
two
had
good weeks.
Yeah, 2 good weeks in a row playing Las Vegas. I think he stays hot.
Hopefully he does.
Yeah.
T.Y. Hilton fell off the face of the earth for the first about 11 weeks of the season. Now he's decided to reemerge from the depths of DFS hell.
Yep, and here he is on my lineup again.
All right, fourth and final pick for you, Boom.
Eric Ebron. He's playing Buffalo, and I don't know. I like him as a tight end.
Jordan Reed just had a whale of a game against Buffalo on Monday night, so that's not a bad play.
he's been getting a lot of look.
Yeah.
Also, he's playing you in fantasy this week.
Yep. So
He's going
there's
off.
a curse.
He's going to go off.
He's going
Well,
off.
then I'm gonna win a lot of money.
Yeah, probably. Me and Joey have figured out that we should just play, if we're playing each other in fantasy, at actual fantasy, that we should just play each other's lines in some crap lineup on DraftKings.
Yep.
Do it this week. See what happens.
All right.
Do it up. Fourth and final pick. What you got, Dink?
I got Antonio Brown. I was either going to go Antonio Brown / Julio Jones. I always give you the fifth pick. I'm the fifth pick guy. I go against the rules.
It's too many picks.
I was either going to do Antonio Brown or Julio Jones. Julio Jones would be the bring back pick, but you could also just do an onslaught, Herbert, Eckler, Allen. But I do like Antonio Brown this week a lot. Who in the hell is going to guard him on the Vikings? They couldn't guard anybody. And,
Against the Jaguars.
and Glennon was freaking throwing the ball.
And Dantzler did have a pretty good
Dantzler
game.
had a great game. For sure, the play of the day
But
and
you
the
gotta-
player of the game.
But if you're going to if they're thinking that Dantzler's their best corner, they're probably going to match him up with Evans. So,
Right.
like you say, who's going to be on Antonio Brown? How bad's the Kendricks injury? Is he going to be back? Gronk could be a good option at tight end this week. I mean, I don't know.
Vikings win.
They had a bye week. Tom Brady and Antonio Brown live together. Antonio Brown's going to be chirping in his ear all week about how he wants the damn ball. Give me the ball. He's going to have 40 points this week.
They live together.
They
Yeah,
do.
lives in his house.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
And,
so once they get back to Tom's house, Tom has to put the ankle bracelet back on AB.
And he had a bad week the week prior. I think he only scored like 8 points or something like that. So
I see this Vikings game going one or two ways. Either Tampa Bay is going to absolutely destroy us, or for somehow some way, the final score is going to be like 52-49.
yeah.
Vikings win.
Oh jeez.
Oh, let me guess. You're back on the bandwagon.
Well, I'm back on it.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
off it
uh-huh.
at halftime, and then they ended up winning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever.
man.
Fantasy gods know. The football gods know. They just don't even care anymore.
Right.
They shake their head at you.
You can't pass up Antonio Brown at $5,500 though.
Oh, it's a
No,
good
you
play.
can't. But I'm just saying the
a good
Vikings
play.
win this game.
All right, I'm going to finish it off. I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers tight end Jordan Reed against Washington. I'm going with the revenge game narrative. Also coming off a good game on Monday night. And, Debo's there, Brandon Ayuk's there, Raheem Mostert's there. But, that Washington pass rush is pretty fierce. I think if it's Mullins again, I know there's a chance that Garoppolo might come back. But if it is Mullins, he's going to have to get the ball out pretty quick. And I believe that's Jordan Reed territory. So sign me up. 3,500. Lock it in. There's your week 14. 4 plays plus 1 from the Dink.
Let's win some money.
Your rule breaker.
I always do the +1. It's my bit.
All right. Like we said earlier in the show, Survivor picks. We've been 3-0 the last 3 weeks, all 3 of us. So if you have had those teams available in your Survivor League and you followed with us, hey, you're still alive. Week 14, I'm going to roll with the Sea Chickens against the Jets. I haven't used them yet since we started this bit, and now's the time to roll them out. That's the only game I feel confident in that's going to be hopefully destructive and a one-sided affair, so I'm going with the Sea Chickens.
I hate myself for this, and I'm probably going to have to go to the Church of Skull, but I'm taking the Packers to win, playing the Lions. So, yep, I know.
You're probably right, but
Yeah.
Yep, I'm going to the Skull Church.
Hey, I think we have 3 different picks this week for the first time in a
we
long time.
do. What you got?
I got Tennessee beating Jacksonville. Also, division game, but whatever. It's Jacksonville. They're terrible. They blew their load against the Vikings. They ain't coming back again.
Jeez.
Wow.
Blew their load.
Plus, Tennessee got just, I don't know what that was. They almost came back and won that game last week. Holy
Every
moly.
team has an off week. It's all right. It's all right.
35-41 was the final, I think, of that game.
Yep. Somewhere around there.
And I think it was like 41-20 or something. It was like the worst.
Yeah. Well, no, it was. No, it was. I believe it was like 41-14 at one point.
Oh, was it that
Because
bad?
I think once they got up, they let off the gas.
They pulled the
pedal.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go into prevent defense. Yeah.
Prevent.
For 2 quarters.
Engage 8.
Yep.
All right, guys. That's going to wrap it up here for the DFS Goat Rodeo. If you have any other additional questions, whether they pertain to DFS plays or your yearly fantasy football league and need some plays, maybe you're in the first round of the playoffs, need a little bit of advice, we will make a post on our Facebook page at Reaction Time Sports Podcast. You can drop your comments in there, and if you're just looking for, just a little bit of a nudge in the right direction, feel free to comment, and we'll give you our 2 cents. And yeah, whether it comes from me, the Dink, or the Boom,
And go get you some upside.
it'll get you some upside. All right, guys. Week 14, looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun one. A lot of playoff implications and a lot of games this week. Should be a fun one, especially for the Vikings, too. Going to have to see what happens there. Until week 15, we'll see you next time.